Emily,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm really good. I have a little bit of a cold, sorry.
And
You might hear me
also,
sniffling.
my neighbor decided 11 a.m. on a Friday was a good time to weed whack, so.
We've just got a lot going on at the moment.
Not a lot going on at the moment, actually.
Right.
What are you listening to?
So, admittedly, the past week I have not listened to Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, Taylor. I just don't have a Taylor song of the week. However, I just got back from seeing my favorite band 4 times in 1 week. The Big Camino. I love them with my whole heart. And at every show, they've been covering Back to December.
And you
They're
know what?
massive Swifties.
That is amazing, beautiful,
Yes.
excellent, wonderful.
We stand. So, it's just, you know what? Sometimes it takes someone else singing the song to really give me an appreciation for it. And hearing it, like, out of context at, like, another person's show, I was like, this was great.
That's actually beautiful.
So that's
I
my
love
song.
it. Do bands need permission to cover a song?
I don't think so.
Is that a thing? Probably not,
Yeah,
but...
I don't think so. Maybe to release it.
Well, yeah, if they were going to release it, but to just sing it, like...
Yeah, no, that would be so tricky.
Yeah.
People cover stuff all the time.
And, like, karaoke is legitimately just that.
Right.
Yeah, so no, definitely
Imagine
not.
calling Taylor up just to sing, like, Picture to Burn at karaoke. Like, oh, do I have permission for the homophobic version? Thanks, girl.
Oh, no.
No, that's funny.
Oh, wow, what a time.
Hilarious. What have you been listening to?
So, this song title comes with a little announcement that I'm really excited about for, like, my business. So, I've been listening to Style heavily.
Yes, come on.
Because I've been inspired by the queen herself, Miss Emily. So,
me?
Emily makes drawings inspired by Taylor Swift songs. And I have been putting together a photo shoot inspired by Taylor Swift songs.
Oh my god.
In you posting, like, because if you don't know this, Emily has made another Instagram where she's posting all of her drawings, like every single one.
Yeah.
And through that, I was like thinking, I'm like, this concept is literally amazing. Like, I need to figure out something with this concept. Like, I just love it so much. And then I was like, it dawned on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, make a styled shoot inspired by Taylor. So I text my best friend. I'm like, I have this idea. She's like, that's brilliant. I haven't seen anyone do that. You need to do it. And I'm like, okay. And the only reason I have been known about this for weeks, but I didn't want to talk about it on here because don't steal my idea. And by the time this episode comes out, it will come. The pictures won't be out yet, but, like, I will have already done the shoot, and, like, the concept has already been mine. So fight me about it. No, I'm just kidding.
As you're stealing my concept.
I know, literally. And I'm sure somebody else has probably done it, but I haven't seen it, so it's my idea for now. And she was, I have a really, really good idea for Champagne Problems. I cannot wait. Champagne Problems is going to be the second song I do, and I really wanted to do the Champagne Problems one first, but Kelly was like, you need to do something that's 1989.
True, yeah.
Like, it's just the sign of the times. Like, you need to do something that's 1989. So I settled on Style. And I'm really, really excited about it. Oh my
god, that's so fun.
I'll have to show you the outfits I have for the models before you leave today. Yes. I'm so excited.
Immediately, I have, like, so many ideas for you.
Like, please give them to me because we're still conceptualizing here.
It's so fun. And you have to post, like, behind the scene. Like, I'm sure you will.
I'm gonna do the whole process. Yeah. Like, I'm so excited about it. I'm gonna post it on Instagram, TikTok, all the places. Probably blog about it on my website. And it's gonna be something I continue to do. Like, I'm not committing to every song she's ever written because that's one, insane, and two, I just don't think every song can be turned into a photo shoot kind of deal. But I have, like, a few ideas for a few different things. But like I said, the Champagne Problems idea is so strong. I'll tell you that one we're not recording. Yeah. I'm so excited. Yes. So. That's my exciting announcement.
That's so fun. And I think every creative person needs, like, a little outlet. And this is, like, a fun little passion project.
Correct. And me and Kelly went to, like, Goodwill and, like, thrifted some of the outfits because style shoots can get very expensive. Oh, I'm sure. Which usually I'm like, I don't care. It's like, it is a sense of marketing. So I'm like, it's just, like, in the marketing budget, you know? And I don't really market in other ways. Like, I'm not on, like, I don't pay for marketing anywhere else. So, stuff like that. It does well. So, anyway, That's my
Yay!
exciting announcement.
Oh, so fun.
The pictures are going to come out the week of October 27th. So not on October 27th, but a few days before. So, like, probably, like, the 22nd or something.
Perfect.
So exactly a month from today, which is so exciting.
Oh my god.
So.
What a fun announcement. I love that.
Thanks.
Style is such a good first song to do, too.
It will be a good first song. And I bought, like, paper airplane necklaces from Amazon.
As I'm wearing my paper airplane ring.
Yes.
I love it.
It'll be so cute. I'm really excited. So,
fun.
Yeah.
Love.
Thanks. So, in this week's episode, we're going to be doing an I've Had It episode. So, I don't know if you are on TikTok. Well, maybe not. If you're not, like, everybody's For You page is different. But there's these two incredible women, Jennifer and Pumps, and they have a podcast called I've Had It, and they put, like, clips of their podcast on TikTok about the things that they've had it with. And the whole concept is just, like, it's essentially, I guess, like, kind of pet peeves or just, like, things that annoy you. And they still start every episode with, like, well, the whole episode is just about things that they've had it with. And I love the concept. I think it's so funny. And I've seen a few podcasts that I love have done I've Had It episodes with in their genre. Yeah. So I said to Emily, I'm like, it would be so fun if we talked about things that we've had it with.
We have a lot of things that we could talk about. Right. In this fan base.
Exactly. It's like the fan base, or even Taylor herself. You can have a gripe with the queen. It's fine. Yeah. And I'm really excited about this episode. I think it's going to be funny. I think it's going to be fun. So
I just heard of this concept this morning when I came over.
I made Emily watch
a bunch of idea.
I made Emily watch a bunch of TikToks because we were gonna do a different episode today, but Emily showed me the prep work that she did for it, and then I looked at the prep work that I did for it, and it was not equal. Not even close. So we're gonna table that idea for next week. And I'm going to do a little more digging and researching.
It'll be a fun one, as we're prepared for it.
Yeah. We can just say, it doesn't need to be a secret, but we're gonna be fighting for which trilogy song we think is the best.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hilarious. But Emily pulled up her iPad and she had all the lyrics and notes written, like, every 2 lines, and I had 5 bullet points in my notes app. So that's the difference in our preparations.
So type A.
But I am too. I've just been, I just honestly, I forgot that we said we were going to prep, and then Emily said something about it last night, and I was
literally last night.
I don't even remember what song I was going to do. So it's fine, because I just forgot about the whole trilogy thing. I obviously know which trilogy song is my favorite, but...
Right.
Anyway, so, Emily, what have you had it with?
Oh, wow. You want me to jump right into it? Okay,
yeah.
Fine. You know what? This is topical because it just came out the other day.
Okay.
I have had it with Taylor's back covers of her albums.
I've
had it.
And with that, you're not wrong.
I'm not even that mad that there's, like, different covers. Like, I think the Midnight's back cover and making it look like a clock was, like, cool and different and fun, like, whatever. I'm not even mad that there's, like, different ones. I'm mad at the covers. I'm mad at the back covers. I don't like them.
They're not.
And, like, this is absolutely no hate to the photographer because I really do think she is fantastic.
She's very talented.
Yeah, she's very talented and does great work. And I'm sure that her vision and Taylor's vision aligned perfectly and they did exactly what Taylor wanted. But these 1989 back covers are just not doing it for me.
Okay, this is my gripe with it, is I loved the front cover so much.
Yeah. That
I'm like...
Yeah, you know what? I don't like the other alternate covers either. I like the front OG, not the OG cover.
I know what you're talking about, the new
OG cover. I love that one.
You don't like the other variants?
But I don't like the other variants. See, why are you taking a picture of her sitting down, but it's like kind of the top of her head, but like it's, I don't know, it's like a weird
The angles are off
and
for
she's
me.
Like putting her feet in the, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No. She's getting a little camp with her posing.
It's a little too camp. It's like a little, if 1989 is supposed to be this like timeless classic pop album, what are you doing with these photos?
Yeah. Period.
It's not, I don't even know.
That's it.
That's that.
That's that on that.
You know what? And the having the 1, the 9, 8, and the 9 on different back covers.
I don't like that.
Come on.
I don't like that because if you only want like 1, now I'm stuck with an album that just randomly says 1 on the back of it or 8.
Yeah.
It's weird. I wish
collecting them.
Right. And that's something I've a little bit had it with. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit frustrated with so I'm not somebody that, like, collects album variants. I don't really care. I just need one. I did buy 2, but I will be getting rid of 1. The only reason I bought 2 is because pink's my favorite color, and I love the pink one, and I had already bought the blue one. So I bought the pink. I should have known there was going to be variants because this is very par for the course. Right. But I just wasn't really thinking about there being variants. And I just was excited on the night of announcement, watching it happen. I just, like, you know, the 1989 magic got to me that night, and I just bought it without even thinking about the fact of there's probably more to come, which is fine.
I was so strong that night because I didn't buy it because I knew there would be more to come. And I was like, given that the Speak Now vinyls were stuck in Ferndale jail for like a month, I would much rather go to Target and pick it up, and I'm sure Target's gonna have it. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait. Like, I'm sure there'll be a Target variant. I'll suck it up and get that one. But then I ordered the yellow. I was like, what am I doing? Why is this happening?
I do like the yellow. The yellow would have been my second choice.
The color is my favorite,
cute.
I think. But
I like it a lot.
Why did I do that? I'm probably going to get rid of it.
The thing that I've had it with is the fact that people are having to buy shipping every time. Okay. I'm sorry, but 1, that has to be a disaster for the people that work in the warehouse.
Yeah.
2, that's disrespect to make people buy shipping that many times. I've seen so many people canceling their orders, and, like, now that all 4 of them are out, like, but it's like, it's just a frustrating process, and I don't know who's to blame.
I don't either.
But it's annoying. And I've had it with it, to be honest.
I've had it. And did you see the film strips that you can now hang on your wall to put your vinyl in?
Yeah.
You saw those? You have to pay shipping on those too. They're $50 for the film strip.
Yeah.
And you still have to pay for shipping. And people were pissed because it was like, it's $49.89, I think. And then
free shipping is $50. Ma'am.
I get the $89, Taylor. I get it, but make it $50.89.
Right.
And free shipping.
So help people out. Come on.
That's crazy. There's no way those are worth $50. I've had it.
I've had it with that. I've had it with the price of a lot of her merch, to be honest, and the quality compared to the price.
Yes.
This is something we've complained about before. You know, I'm gonna just say this: fan-made merch is better.
Yeah.
Spend your money there. Sorry.
Yep, agreed. I think, I make fan-made merch, and I still want better. I'd rather have better official merch.
I buy official merch because I'm a sucker, and this woman can literally just have my paychecks.
Yeah.
But it annoys me because there's such good potential there. Like, I wish she would hire fans to make her merch.
Yeah, me too. Start with me.
Taylor, we know you listen.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Just hire fans. It simply makes sense. But you know what else I've had it with, Emily? I have had it with people thinking there's going to be 2 versions of 1989.
Oh, really?
And one of them's going to be a surprise. I've had it.
Really?
I'm not against there being 2 albums. If there was an album full of features, cool, great, excellent. I have had it with people thinking it's going to be a surprise. Taylor Swift would never. The only time anything has ever been a surprise drop, whatever, was, I guess you could say, Folklore and Evermore, but even then we knew they were coming.
Oh, yeah.
Before the literal album came out. Like, yes, we were surprised in the fact of nobody thought she was putting out an album. They were off of the traditional pattern she had followed.
Yeah.
She's not going to just drop an album without talking about it first. It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I don't think
that's the thing that I've had it with, is the idea of it being a surprise. She's not going to just say, hee, this is out tonight.
Like a brand new album, you're talking, like all new songs.
No, that's not happening.
No, I hope that's not happening.
And that's also, I don't think would happen with a collaborative album either. I think maybe, like, something, you could maybe convince me of something like a 3 a.m. version of Midnights, like that kind of thing. Like, we didn't know we were going to get that.
Yeah.
That you could maybe convince me with, like, a couple surprise collab bonus tracks, maybe. But people thinking there's a full second album?
I've got to say, I'm kind of on board with it. I don't know about, like, surprise dropping it. I don't, whatever the logistics are for that. But I think it would be so iconic to have a full 1989 Taylor's version, vault tracks and everything, but with features.
I think that would be amazing. I just don't think that's going to happen realistically. 2, I don't think that it would be happening without us knowing beforehand. Like, I think we would already know by now, unless it's something that's coming in a few months from now or something. I don't know. I just am like,
yeah.
I've had it. I've a little bit had it with theories in general, to be honest.
Right after our theory episode.
I know. Maybe that's why. And I'm going to be honest.
Getting out of hand.
When I see people saying there's going to be 2 albums on TikTok, I scroll past it. I don't even watch the video. So I don't really know the lore of the theories because I've just am like, the clownery is too strong for me.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't know where, like, the root of this is or what the evidence is that people think there's going to be 2.
There isn't any. That's the thing. Kendrick Lamar is the only thing, which I almost guarantee you, the Bad Blood remix with Kendrick Lamar is going to be the bonus track on the Target album.
That would make the most sense, because he was seen in the studio with her.
That's literally
and we still haven't gotten it. But...
Like... And, like, people that think that Harry Styles is gonna come be featured on Style, I'm like, guys, that isn't realistic. I'm sorry, but it's not. And, like, I would love it. I'm not saying that I love the idea of that happening. But I'm like, where do you think that this, like...
Yeah.
Has anyone even seen Harry since Love on Tour ended?
No.
Like,
absolutely not.
He's sleeping. The man is sleeping because he just toured for 3 years. He's not collabing with Taylor. I'm sorry, he's not.
That's so real. No, that's fair.
I'm sorry.
That's very fair. You've about had it.
I have about had it. And, like, I'm not saying it wouldn't be amazing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't think it's happening. If you look at Taylor history and how she does things, this isn't it. And she is a woman of strategy and of marketing, and this just doesn't align with that for me.
Yeah. I just want to know, though, because this double album theory has been around since before Speak Now was announced. Like, people have clowned. Where is it coming from, though? That is my thing.
Or people that think she's going to drop Reputation at the same time.
Oh, God, no.
I'm like, what?
No,
guys.
That I can't get behind.
Have you not looked at the pattern of re-releases and 87 variants and a million, all the anticipation and the buildup of it?
And Reputation is so highly anticipated. Oh my... She's not dropping it on November 10th.
I would get behind this 212-day, whatever the hell thing, before I got behind 2 albums or Reputation randomly being dropped. Like, I'm like, maybe I'm just a hater, but... No, my gosh, you know what we didn't talk about? I'm sorry, this is completely a sidetrack, but... Actually, I'll just use that as one of my... I've had it. Go ahead.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. Completely lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
I don't even know.
It's just like a thought. I'll just say it now.
Okay.
We need to talk about the freaking word scribbling menace of society to get the vault tracks. Did you participate?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I only solved like 13 of them.
Okay, so I did all 89.
Wow.
But... this is the thing. So I love a word game. And I was in New York the day that this all, like, happened. Like, the day it came out and, like, whatever. So I got home that night and was like, okay. When it first came out, I was like, I'm too old for this. I'm gonna be honest, I'm too old for this. I'm not dealing with the clownery of this. Like, it's just too much for me.
Yeah.
And then I got home and, like, looked at what it was and saw that it was a word game. And I got suckered in. Mm-hmm. Suckered in so bad that I did all 89 of them.
Yeah, Jesus. 89 is so many.
It's so many, but I love a word game. And it was like, I kept thinking, like, okay, 5 more minutes and I need to go to bed. Yeah. I need to stop. This is insane. It's insane.
You did your part.
But then I was suckered in. And honestly, it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. I was like I said, I was at concerts literally all week, so I was so busy. But after one of the shows, I was like, just sitting in bed, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. But then I was getting frustrated because Google like wasn't
working. Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm done.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me a
then...
disgusting amount of time to figure out how to do it because I kept trying to type in like Taylor Swift and then the phrase. Like, an idiot. Like, what?
Like
The moron. But then I figured it out. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, that just, like, I can't believe we didn't talk about that at the beginning of the episode. It just, like, the thought came into my head and it had to come out of my mouth. I didn't mean to cut you off. That was rude.
No, that's okay. You're fine. No, that's funny. Yeah, I'm surprised. I kind of like the way she did it, the vault this time.
I thought it was fun.
It was fun. It was different. It was like...
It was very 1989 for me. Like, it feels like something she would have done in the 1989 era.
Yeah.
But I will say the aesthetics of it, I hated. Google, come on. You are the, like, it is like, you're Google.
Yeah.
And the aesthetics were just not that good. The vault itself, I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like the aesthetics.
Yeah. I did like the key.
The key?
That was the Aerosmith stage.
Very
So
cute. The cutest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The rest of it, nah.
You know what I've had it with?
What?
The aesthetics for 1989 in general. It is not a beach album. It is not a summer album.
I disagree.
Get out of the sun. Get under
I think the beach
city
themes
lights.
go back to 1989.
No.
I do.
No. You're wrong.
You're
You're wrong. That album for me is so, like, winter, like, beginning of winter, city vibes, dark, like,
I disagree.
lights.
I give it, I feel like it is the summer fall transition.
Ugh. No. Sorry. Mm-mm.
All right.
Disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully, I disagree with you.
No.
So you've had it with the 1989 aesthetics.
I
Wow.
have. Or, like, yeah, the aesthetics that she is now choosing to, like, the Taylor's version aesthetics,
Yeah.
I'll say.
Okay.
Because I feel like the original 1989, like, Polaroids in New York City, like, made sense for it.
Okay, so this is what I feel like. I feel like the aesthetics that she put out during 1989, like, very, like, the calculated aesthetics, and I don't mean the word calculated negatively, were very city, but I feel like her, like, personally, she was in her beach vibe. And, like, seagulls. Come on, that was, like, one of the main pushes of 1989.
It was an accident.
Seagulls aren't in the city.
They were on her t-shirt.
But she ran with it. Her website was covered in seagulls at the time.
That's why it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it just doesn't.
We all know that I'm a beach girly. So I am living for the vibes. But it's okay to agree to disagree.
Fine, it's fine.
I love the city too.
Just so confused. And that's why, like, I know a lot of the theories, people have been like, oh, the aesthetics for this double album of all these collabs are going to be very, like, city, all of her friends, like, that kind of vibe, which I can get behind. And I would love. But, you know, I know.
I'm over it. I've had it.
I know.
Whose turn is it? I don't even know. Oh, you just said you've had it with the 1999. Do you know what I've had it with?
What have you had it with?
I have seen, not many, but a few rumblings of people being like, her and Joe are getting back together. I miss her and Joe. No, I've had it with that. Jover is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
It is Jover.
It is Jover, and it's stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. I love seeing her running around the streets of New York City in her cutie little streetwear, going out to dinner with Sophie, and I love it. I love it so much with every fiber of my being. If she got back with Joe, I would be mad at her. I would be upset.
Yeah, she wouldn't be having these public appearances.
No. And you know what? She's a star that was meant to shine in the streets of New York City.
Absolutely.
And not hiding away in London with a man who, by the way, she's going out tonight. And you know what? He can stay at home and sulk, and she's not going to do it. And I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with it. I love it. I love waking up every morning to get on Instagram and see a picture of her out from the night before. It's my favorite activity.
Yep.
If I can't have the Eras Tour to look at, I can look at her in the streets of New York.
Yep.
And you know what else I've had it with was the fact that I was in New York City and she wasn't walking on the street next to me.
I know, me too.
Except I was nowhere near the West Village. No. But I've had it.
Yep. Yeah. I agree.
And you know
I'm
what?
right there with you.
You know what I love and something I haven't had enough of? Her and Travis Kelce.
Oh.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, a man, he's hot, he has a job, he has his own success, his own money. I would be obsessed. I would be obsessed.
I think everyone's like really excited.
I
about
would
the possibility.
A man with his own success and a job.
That's what she needs.
To not leech off of her.
She needs a successful someone who understands the fame And I feel like, I don't know football at all. I don't know
No,
who
but
he is.
he
I
is
feel like
one of
he's
the
very
most famous football players,
right,
for
exactly.
sure.
Like, he gets it, too.
And, like, his mom and Andrea could be besties because they're literally the same. They just think their children are the best thing on the planet. Like, I would just... Please, Taylor.
I would love, like, a real public relationship.
I would love it so much.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like they're, like, right around the same age, so it's, like, completely...
Yep.
Yep. I'm team Travis and Taylor.
Yeah. All right, I can get behind it. Yeah, I could totally get behind it. I think it's so funny the way that, like, the sports announcers have been throwing in, like, Taylor references and all that stuff.
This isn't an original idea, but I saw a tweet that was like, I'm so happy to see a relationship affecting a man more than it's affecting a woman.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like every time, like, you can't talk about Travis Kelce without talking about Taylor, whereas people are talking about Taylor without talking about Travis. And you know what?
So true.
What a time to be alive for women.
Yeah.
Like, what a time.
for women.
I'm so thrilled about it.
That's so funny.
Emily, what have you had it with?
I'm trying to, so I made a list, but I don't really like any of these anymore. Okay, this is one, and I'm gonna mention it, it's the last time I'm ever gonna mention it at all, period, because me mentioning it is, like, the reason why I hate it. I hate that, especially on Twitter, people can't talk about the 1989 era without talking about Taylor's eating disorder.
Oh, I've had it with that myself.
It's so...
I've seen...
There was, like, a TikTok of
had it.
people, like, being so excited and so happy because she's eating ice cream on the back cover of 1989 and being like, wow, she's come so far, like, look at her. It's not your place to talk about that at all. Also, we can talk, there are so many other things about the 1989 era that you can talk about without talking about the fact that...
And I also have had it with people kind of, like, making the 1989 era like she was, like, sad and depressed.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the best, like, a career peak for her. And what a beautiful time that we're at another career peak and it gets to come back around. But I don't think Taylor associates, like, yes, you can have hard times and also extreme success. They can live next to each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she looks at 1989 and is like, I hate this. No, she loved the 1989 era. She had amazing times in that era. Yes, she did struggle and she has talked about that. But why is that the only thing that we, like, relate back to 1989 because she struggled
it's
then?
Like, no one's allowed to say it's their favorite era because you'd be like, oh, do you even know what she was going through?
Okay, and yeah, she was going through that, but she also was going through a lot of amazing things as well. Like, career highs.
It's
like,
just not our place to comment on. Even if you were best friends with her, it's not your place to talk about, like...
And it's not like she's come out and said, hey guys,
doing.
I really can't... Which, not for anything, we don't even know if she's doing better. I mean,
exactly, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
yes, you can look at her body and say she looks healthier, but you don't know... Please. I'm like, I can't. I've had it with people talking about other people's bodies, period.
Yeah.
But it also is not like Taylor has come out and said, like, guys, I don't really like the 1989 era is all bad memories for me. I don't want to talk about it.
Right. Right. No way.
Like, if you could see the look on my face right now, it's a look of disgust. She's never said that. Like, stop. Ew.
Yeah, I've had it.
I've had it too. And you know what else I've had it with?
It just pisses me off.
I've had it with people that are still salty about other people going to the Eras Tour multiple times. I saw this in a Facebook group the other day, like, somebody, like, making a snarky comment about it. I'm like, are you not tired of this narrative? I've had it.
Yeah.
Fans going to multiple shows isn't the problem. We've talked about this, and I've had it with people still being salty.
It's so
like,
exhausting.
just say you're jealous. And you know what? I would respect you so much more. I'd be like, you know what? I get it. I would be jealous too.
Right. No, like, literally, if there have been people that I have... Ooh.
Sorry.
that I have followed that have gone to multiple shows and have been annoying about it. And yeah, I'm jealous, so I unfollow them. Like,
period.
I'll admit that.
And, like, I went to multiple shows. And I know I follow people that went to I went to 3 shows. This one girl I follow who gets incredible videos, and that's why I follow her, has been to probably 30.
Like, power to you.
And you know what? I could be mad about it. Or I could just keep watching her really good videos.
Right.
And worry about my bank account and not hers.
It's a win-win for all.
I've just it's so annoying. I've had it. I'm sick of that narrative of, like, it's your fault. Like,
yeah.
ugh.
And I've also had it with people assuming that we had to take out loans to go to the Eras Tour.
No, I didn't. I actually make enough money to afford my tickets.
Yeah, but not only that, but they weren't that expensive.
No, they weren't that expensive.
Like, I went to 4 shows for like under $2,000.
I went to 3 for under.
And I traveled
like right about 1,000.
Yeah. I only
and I'm
only
also
I had a VIP for one, so that
I'm also an adult with a full-time job and no children or anything else that I spend my money on.
But it's not Swifties necessarily that
no,
are like, no, it's everyone else
that you
talk to.
So many people are like, I can't believe how much money you spend to go to 3 shows. Mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Yes.
Mind your business. It's so annoying. Like, how I choose to spend my money is none of your business.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It is. And it's always, like, somebody's, like, aunt that, like...
Yep. They heard on the news that people are
spending...
going broke to see Taylor Swift, and they're like, oh, everyone, that's ridiculous. It's all Taylor Swift's fault. Why is she doing this?
Oh, I've had it with people blaming the resale prices on Taylor Swift.
You can blame a lot of other things on Taylor, but you cannot blame the resale price.
This is one thing I have said about Taylor since the beginning of time, and I will fight this battle till I'm dead. Her concert tickets are affordable. There is always an option for under $100 when you buy them at cost.
Yeah.
She has no control over what people resell them for. Zero control.
Yeah, she does have control over having them resold, though.
True.
Which you could blame her for all those things.
You could.
She's not selling $20,000 tickets. That's our point here.
The most expensive ticket to the Eras Tour at cost was $999.
Yeah, and that came with merch.
And that was, came with merch and was, well, I guess there were some that weren't front row that were that expensive. But it was you didn't have to spend that. That was a VIP package. My most expensive Eras Tour ticket was $500. And it was on the floor. Mm-hmm. And it was a great seat. Yeah. And it was bought the day of the show. So it was more expensive than that seat probably would have been had I gotten them when they went on sale. Mm. It was from Ticketmaster, but those tickets that were put out the day of were a little bit influxed.
Of course they were.
Because that's just Ticketmaster.
I've had it with Ticketmaster.
I have had it with Ticketmaster.
I'm exhausted with that conversation. Because it's just over and over.
Oh my gosh.
Did you try for Olivia Rodrigo tickets? You got tickets? Can I ask how much you paid?
$125, but they're 200 level.
I was going to say, because I know people were pissed at her prices.
Her prices were insane.
Because $125 for, like, nosebleeds is, like, kind of crazy.
It's very crazy.
Yeah.
My phone's off right now because it was interfering, so I can't tell you exactly where the seats are, but I know they're 200 level. I'm not sure, like, how far up the 200 level they are. I didn't personally get them. My best friend Riley did. Shout out. He fought the war. But, so I had multiple friends trying to get tickets to the show. I wanted to go there was 4 of us that were trying to go together. Didn't work out that way. We could only get 2 tickets. But, we all have American Express cards. We all tried to get American Express pre-sale. None of us got it. But I'm honestly glad I didn't because the cheapest ticket in the American Express pre-sale ticket was $510.
Was it?
Liv, babe, I'm so sorry. But this is your second tour. You need to take a big fat chill pill.
Yes.
Why is your cheapest ticket more expensive than my Eras Tour most expensive ticket?
Where was this ticket?
I think it was just VIP packages that was in the American Express Express pre-sale, so they were like all over the place. I saw $510 tickets for the nosebleeds. Like, yes, it was it was a VIP package, but so sorry, ma'am. No.
Not for nothing, but a lot of her fans are younger. How are they affording this? No one's parents are buying this.
No, that's
crazy.
Insanity. And
I know she was trying to do this whole, like, well, a portion of the sales go to charity.
I don't care.
No, you're just doing that for, like, the tax write-off. That's all that is.
100%.
Don't force people to donate to charity.
No.
And, like, raise your prices because of it.
No, that's insane.
So messy.
And this is your second tour, hon.
No.
I'm sorry, but I like her. I like the album. I'm excited that I'm going. But I would not have... Me and Riley were talking about it beforehand, and I was like, $250 is, like, my max. And even $250, I'm like, that's a little steep.
It is. It really is.
Like, I would have paid $250 maybe for, like, pit or front row or something like that.
Right. $250 is such a reasonable price for pit.
But
not 500.
500, you're crazy.
Or
no,
was it
thank
Penn
you.
like 800? Or
Yeah,
like crazy?
there was tickets that were like over $1,000.
No, absolutely not.
No, I'm sorry.
I
nope.
also...
Nope.
I don't like
and at the
her.
Wells Fargo Center?
Yeah.
Sorry, no.
No, exactly.
I'm happy with a $125 ticket. I don't care if it's 200 level. I'm just excited to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even bother trying because I don't like her enough to go see her live.
Yeah, and like I said, I like her. I like the album. I'm excited, but
I'm wondering, like, do you really think she'll sell out Wells Fargo?
No.
Because
not at that price.
Well, I mean, even with like decent prices, I still can't see her selling it out.
Well, the Jonas Brothers didn't, and I feel like they're not like.
Well, I don't know. She's a little.
Oh,
bigger
she might
than
be bigger than them right now, but also this Jonas Brothers tour had a lot of anticipation because it's every song they've
true.
ever. It's, you know what I mean.
It's kind of like their Eras tour, yeah. Yeah,
but I don't know.
Interesting. We'll see. Whatever.
Yeah, because like you can buy Jonas Brothers tickets off of Ticketmaster right now for like shows.
Oh yeah. Oh,
like they're not sold out.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I wish my favorite was like that.
I know, me too. Me too.
Taylor, why are you so?
You know what? I've had it with the public loving her.
I have had it too. I miss the days. Take me back to the Reputation era.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah.
But I have had it with. You know, I was talking to some people the other day about, and we might have talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it again. Do you think her next tour, like Eras Tour's over, we've retired the Eras Tour, she puts out TS11 and tours TS11. Do you think it's going to be as difficult as the Eras Tour was? Because I think no, but my friends were like, you're crazy. It's going to be just as bad.
Yeah, it will be just as bad. It's not enough time has passed. I think... It's really hard to tell. It'll still be hard.
I hope TS11 is a flop, so no one wants to go, and then it's just us. Even though I know it won't be a flop, but
I wonder if she will announce a tour before the album comes out. Some artists do that now, I feel like.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are we supposed to know if we like the album? Obviously, like, we would go.
Yeah,
but,
I don't care.
would everyone?
But yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, do it, Tay. Let's try it out.
Yeah, let's try it out. We'll test run, see what happens.
You know what I've also had it with? The fact that I bought tickets to Olivia Rodrigo on September 21st and the concert's not till July.
I know. That's crazy.
Why are we almost a pregnancy term away from...
I know.
But okay, so part of me is like, that's annoying, but the other part of me is like, actually, I'm a little grateful because I am a wedding photographer and the concert is on a Friday, and this far out, I am not booked, so I could take it off.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if it's not that far in advance,
true,
I can't.
True.
So in some ways, I'm like grateful, but also I'm like, for the general public, like people that don't have my job, like, that's crazy.
It is. But, you know, girl math, by the time the show comes, it's free.
So true, bestie. So true.
You basically paid it off.
Yeah, so true.
So funny. On the topic of Olivia Rodrigo.
I was literally, I think we're about to say the same sentence, so go ahead.
I have had it with, people, this isn't even, people, like, comparing her music, to Taylor Swift, but just to
anybody ever.
Yeah.
Everything has been done before, y'all.
Everything has been done before, and just because she's like, I don't even want to say ripping off, just because her songs sound like maybe smaller artists, and you're like, oh, this is literally, you don't listen to these, so you wouldn't know. It's
I've had it with these people and their ears because it doesn't even sound the same to me.
No, same. And the one like Miley Cyrus song they were trying to compare it to, I'm the biggest Miley Cyrus fan in the entire world, and "Start All Over" is one of my favorite songs of all time. I didn't even hear it until people
started pointing it out.
And then I was like, okay, for 3 seconds, it sounds like a Miley Cyrus song. For 3 seconds? That's
I've had it. You know what I've had it with? People in interviews, like that big interview where people were like, they were like pressing her about Taylor, is the song about Taylor. Please leave that poor young girl alone.
Yeah.
Even, which I don't think Vampire was about Taylor. Let me just put that out there and say that, because you can't clout chase off of somebody that is more famous than you. You can't, like, Taylor Swift can't clout chase Olivia, who is not as famous as her. Right, That's not how that works. Olivia, if anything, it would be the other way around. Like, Taylor to Olivia cannot be I'm saying this backwards.
We know what you're talking
You
about.
know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's crazy town that you would think that song's about Taylor Swift, number one. And even if it was, why are you doing that to that poor girl?
For real.
Leave her alone. What did anyone expect her to say? I can't believe her team even let that question be asked.
Yeah, seriously.
You could see how, visibly uncomfortable she was. And I'm like, literally, the narrative of the two of them hating each other is crazy to me. Yeah, they're not best friends. Taylor is a competitive person. Olivia is her competition. Taylor wants to be the best. She wants to be the best in pop. She's not going to be best friends with number two. But there's not this, big, drawn-out beef that everybody thinks that there is. I think they just have both, we're not best friends, and that's fine. They don't need to be. Right. Everyone expected Taylor to just, take Olivia under her wing and say, you're gonna get the throne next. Right. She's not gonna do that. Taylor Swift wants to be on the throne until she's dead.
Mm-hmm. And she will be.
Stop. It annoys me. I hate the narrative between the two of them. But I do want to see Olivia make a pop-up at the Eras Tour at some point. I really would enjoy that.
But I can understand why maybe her team doesn't want her to talk about Taylor anymore either, because it's true the way the media will, latch onto her name, and if Olivia's talking about Taylor, that's all they're going to ask her about.
Right.
And that's annoying. That's another thing. Any celebrity bringing up Taylor, Blake Lively.
I know.
Don't bring up Taylor. Selena Gomez, don't bring up Taylor.
Because she has, and, the media doesn't give a shit about what Taylor says, but she has, made it clear that she does not like this. Yeah. It stresses her out, and it makes her feel, think of the song Peace. She doesn't like everyone else having to alter their life around her.
Yeah.
And, when everyone showed up at Jack's wedding to see her, you need help. Yeah. You need help. Mm-hmm. Talk about Taylor when it has to do with Taylor. Not everybody else's, Blake Lively is successful, incredible, wonderful on her own without Taylor. Mm-hmm. I love that they're friends. Mm-hmm. But it's not the only thing about Blake Lively that's good.
Yeah. And the jewelry that she wears is not Easter eggs for what Taylor Swift is doing. That's another thing. Don't put Easter eggs on other people.
On her friends.
On her friends. They don't want to exist. I would love
you
to
put
be
too
Taylor's
many Easter
friend,
eggs on Taylor.
Yeah.
You do it too much to her. Doing it to her friends is crazy. That's when Selena posted that picture in the that jacket, or was it in the music? It was the jacket that looks like the one she wears during Karma, and everyone's it's gonna be a Selena Taylor collab. I'm shut up.
Right.
First of all, Selena does not want that kind of attention that comes with the Taylor Swift collab right now.
Right. I don't think that'll ever happen.
No, it will not. Selena is not interested. Mm-hmm. Selena and Taylor are friends because they're friends, not because Selena wants to collab with her. Right. I've had it.
I've had it.
Do you have anything else that you've had it with?
Let's see. No. Kind of related. The whole Taylor going out with Sophie Turner. I've had it with, the media thinking that every time someone talks to Taylor, it's calculated.
So true.
Or it's
I agree.
They want her to look good, so since Taylor looks good right now, let's put her out to dinner with Taylor.
Or maybe they're just friends and they just wanted to get dinner.
Maybe they're just friends and wanted to get dinner. Maybe.
Crazy idea.
Crazy idea. Or, on the flip side of that, maybe if they did think that, maybe Sophie's PR team, because they hired paparazzi to go and take photos.
Of course.
So it's maybe they did think, because Sophie's name was being dragged through the mud by Joe's team for, a week.
Joe's team...
They destroyed her, and then she went out with Taylor, and everyone's like, oh, now we're on Sophie's side. Don't use Taylor like that.
I mean, I was already on Sophie's side because something about Joe Jonas gives me the ick. I'm sorry, I like the Jonas Brothers.
Wow.
I enjoy them, but Joe particularly gives me slimy.
No, that's crazy.
To be honest. I don't know, there's just something about him that I just don't... That rubs me the wrong way.
I always thought Nick gave me the ick.
He gives me gaslighter vibes.
Ooh.
Joe. And I think he's beautiful, stunning. And, my friend went to the Jonas Brothers concert last night, and he signed an autograph for her son. It was so sweet to him. Love that. But I also feel in divorces, whoever is the loudest is probably in the wrong.
True.
And he's being the loudest right now.
He is being pretty loud, but she's also suing him. I don't know. That whole thing is crazy.
The lawsuit, did you see that she, in the lawsuit, said that she didn't find out that he was filing to divorce? Like, she found out that he was filing for divorce through social media.
I don't believe that. I'm sorry.
I think that's crazy. If that's true, which, who knows, but, like, I mean, she had to have known something was coming. Maybe she didn't know that he was going on that day.
That day, maybe.
But, I mean, it's not like, there's no way they were, like, got off the phone and was like, I love you so much, I can't wait to see you, and then he filed for divorce. Like, that's not how that went down.
No, that's crazy. I wouldn't. I saw a tweet that was like, oh, like, no wonder Joe has been wearing his wedding ring, like, this whole time, because Sophie didn't know. Like, she had no idea, so of course he was, like, trying to hide that he was going to divorce her by wearing his wedding ring on stage.
No, he was wearing his wedding ring on stage because he didn't want people talking about him getting divorced before he wanted to talk about it. Guys,
crazy.
Let's be so for real.
Yeah.
But I just need to say, though, I was expecting a Nick and Priyanka divorce way before Joe and Sophie divorce, if we're being honest.
I'm sorry, she's too good for him. I love her.
Like, just the Jonas Brothers in general, I feel like need a little humbling. You know?
Yeah.
I think they get more hype than they deserve aesthetically. Like, I think their music's good, but I think people think they're... First of all, not to be a hater on a short king, but, like, Kevin Jonas is the tallest at a good 5'9". I'm 5'9". So I'm like...
oh, wow, they're short. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
Very short. I think Joe is like 5'7", Nick's like 5'6".
Oh my god.
So,
wow.
Like, just a little humility will do you good.
Yeah, get you back down to earth, because you're just so close to it already.
And I'm being a little, like, snarky right now. I do like the Jonas Brothers, but...
I don't, so...
Mr. Perfectly Fine is not perfectly fine right now.
Oh, crazy. But also just the way people will pull her into everything. Like, I don't know.
It's just always
like,
about her.
Their divorce happened, and then everyone's like, oh no, goodbye, Mr. Perfectly Fine. Like, just small things like that. I'm just like, okay.
I was supposed to go to the Jonas Brothers concert last night, and long story short, didn't go. But I ordered a shirt that was, like, so dignified in their well-pressed suits, and it was a picture of them. It was hilarious.
From, like, 2009?
Yeah. And it didn't come in time, and I'm salty. But I didn't even go anyway, so now I have this shirt that's coming today when I needed it yesterday that I'll never wear.
I can't. That's too much.
And for me personally, everything in my life is about Taylor Swift, so that's why I ordered it, but I don't want everyone else to make everything in my life
No, so true. I will make
like, it's
Taylor
fine
Swift
for me.
Forever.
It's fine for me, but it's not fine for the media. If you're not a fan, then you're not allowed to do it. No, because the media, you're right, it is literally just for clicks. But you know what? I'm happy that we're at a point in her career where her name does good for so many people. Because there was a while that wasn't the case.
Yeah. We just have to enjoy the
like, I like being able to go on social media, and if I see something with Taylor's name, before I used to feel the need to scroll past it because it was probably something negative, and now I'm like, oh, maybe I can actually read this and not be angry.
Good point. Yeah, there's a very fine line between, like, the clout
chasing and like, just the general discourse about her being good. Discourse isn't the right word, but the general perception of Taylor right now is good. That has not been the case for a lot of her career.
Yeah. You know what? I think she should... This is another thing, too, that I've kind of had it with. Taylor will post, like, once a year about registering to vote, but then will not speak about anything ever, period. Like, any other time of the year. And I'm like, you are in such a good... Like, people are listening to you right now. You are in such a good spotlight with media and fans in general.
Yeah,
Say something.
Yeah, she does annoy me with that. Very, especially because, like, the big deal she made about it in Miss Americana of, like, I need to stick up for what's right once a year. I'm telling you to vote.
Right,
okay.
And that's not sticking up for what's right either.
I know.
At all, actually.
I know. I have had it with her performative activism.
Because it's so true. Like, the way... When she posts a story telling us to register to vote, like, registrations climb. People, like, register to vote in, like, giant waves. Just imagine.
Like, imagine if you actually
if Taylor
talked
Swift
about...
said abortion is healthcare. Like, imagine if she said that. Said those words.
Please
like,
say it, Taylor. I know. Yeah. Did she say anything at the overturn of Roe v. Wade? Because I think the answer is no.
I don't think so. No. She didn't.
Makes me feel a little sick to my stomach, not gonna lie. Come on,
Yeah.
Tay.
Yeah. And I don't realize that I'm annoyed with this until it happens. And it just happened recently. Like, she just
the other day, a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And, like, I do toe the line of, like, she is a pop star, so it's like, I don't feel like celebrities need to speak out on every single thing ever.
It's just the fact that we got Miss Americana.
Right. And she said, like, I want to use my platform, I guess is the word, which feels like something influencers say, and obviously she's on a much larger scale, but
is an influencer.
She is the influencer.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you want to not talk about it, that's fine, but don't say you want to talk about it and make a whole thing about it and then not do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Yeah, no, exactly. I don't think that you should be relying on your favorite celebrities to tell you how to think or how to feel or like what's right and what's wrong. I don't think that's what you should be doing.
Right.
But I also think, again, exactly what you said. If you're going to make a whole documentary about it.
Right.
Like,
I do think she is very afraid of backlash. And, like, I do think she is very... Not that... I don't think it would get her backlash. And if you have backlash about thinking abortion's healthcare, then who cares? Because they're just wrong. If you think abortion is not healthcare, you're just wrong.
It's like, technically you're
like,
wrong.
you're just incorrect. As this is speaking as a Christian. Yeah. Like, you're wrong if you think otherwise. But, I don't know. I think she does get nervous. And I think the, like, way she was raised comes back. Not to defend her, because I do disagree, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just about had it.
I think... You know what I've had it with? I've had it with this episode. And... No, I'm just kidding. This episode was fun. I want to do it again. Yeah. Later when I'm annoyed.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be annoyed again in like a month or a week, maybe even, who knows.
I'll probably be annoyed later today about something in
I'm gonna start making lists on my phone now.
Yeah, with, like, so we can, because we could even do like a little segment, just like a one I've had it.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
So this is so good.
It was so good and so fun. And yeah.
We should ask other people what they've had it with too.
Yeah, you guys can tell us in the review section what you've had it with 5-star review. And if you've had it with us, keep it to yourself.
Unless it has 5 stars attached to it. Then
I don't care. Yeah, you can have it with me as long as you've given me 5 stars and liked all the Instagram posts and followed us.
Exactly.
On my account, Emily's account, and the podcast account, and Emily's 8 other accounts.
Emily does have 8 accounts. Like, for what?
You have E. Kelly Design.
I do.
You have a personal account.
I do.
You have a music account.
I do.
You have posting the artwork Taylor Swift account.
Yeah.
And arguably the podcast account.
Yeah.
5. So follow Emily on all 5 of her accounts. You can follow me on my singular account.
So funny. A simple woman with 1 account.
But I have 3 logged in on my phone, so.
Love that. Oh, man.
Exhausting. All right. We will see you next week, and you're going to I can see how many of you listened to this episode, and I can see how many of you reviewed this podcast, and the answer is 1, and that feels so rude. I mean, actually, I haven't checked Spotify. There might be reviews on there, but
1 review.
Let's be so for real.
Love you.
Leave us a review. So more people can find us and listen.
Yeah.
Don't be rude. Don't gatekeep. The girls who live in delusion. It's not cool. All the cool girls are telling their friends about what they're listening to.
It's true.
And bullying them until they listen.
We love bullies.
We love bullies. We love Taylor Swift. And
This is getting to be too much. Okay.
All right, bye.